Thank you for tuning into the Moonfire Lounge where your spirit meets his flame. Today is Friday. Venus Green is on the board. Love and harmony. Love and harmony. Love, love, love is so beautiful. I think I'm a romantic. I am. I am a romantic type of person. I like romance. I like foreplay. I like things that is not always so intense, but it's like it gets you to where you need to be or lets you know how a person feels. And like I like mental stimulation. Like, you know how like you in a room and it's the look like, you know, tonight is the night. You know, it's those type of things. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but that's what it is. I like you know, not just rushing. And sometimes you need that. Sometimes you just need a little rush. But there's some other times where you want to jump into it. You want just slow and steady, and you want to build. Okay, four came out. You want to build the connection, right? And so you don't all the time need to be fast and everything. And this is not just the sex situation I'm talking about. I'm just talking about anything, even within a relationship. You kind of want to take your time and get to know people. Take your time and get to know people. That's what's coming out. So this is probably maybe a love reader. So let's see what it says. It says, out of bounds, moon. It says boundaries. Okay, so let's say this is a love reading. It's three. Do you have the? Are you in between three people, or are you the one in the middle who got two people going on? Because this could be you. This could be the two people. It's three people here, but y'all walking forward. Maybe there's a decision you're gonna have to make with some lovers. One may be very direct, very want things fast, which is usually not the best thing. And then there's one that's taking their time, maybe a little confusing to you. I'm hearing like confusion. So because they're taking their time, you're confused. But maybe you're used to fast-paced guys, or I'm gonna say guys because that's what came out. I'm not gonna take that back. Or fast-paced women. But here's the thing: are you with them now? I'm gonna leave that question there. I'm not even gonna say, are you with them now? Okay, all right. Yeah. And then it says night, moon, shadow, work. And again, there's a three. There's three right here. You walking forward. I don't think that you're dating three people. You could be. I don't think you're messing with three people. I think it's two people. And I think that one, again, is fast-paced, trying to get what they could get, or feeling like they have to push you into a relationship. And then there's one that's taking their time. I ain't gonna tell you which one to go into. I want to take it. I ain't gonna tell you which one, you know. What I am gonna say to you is there's things coming up because of this. You're used to a certain way, which is the person that moves fast, and you're not used to people going slow and wanting to actually get to know you. So it's kicking up some evaluations that need to be happening within yourself. And it's always okay to do shadow work because it helps you grow. I don't think you should always be in a state of shadow work, but I think that if you ask the question, then you're doing the shadow work. But I don't think that you should always be here. You know, there should be something that triggers you. You work through it. You ask the questions. We move to the next thing. And then it says moon madness. Avoid drama. So the drama for me is with the person. Okay. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm hearing two folds on the drama. There's drama coming from the person who's pushing because they're trying to trap you into a relationship. They're trying to get it fast, whether it's sex, or they're trying to make you feel like you need to be with them and nobody else. I feel like if this is a man and a woman, I feel like the man knows about the other guy. I don't know if you told them. I don't feel like you did, but they're investigating you. Might even be a stalker a little bit, but just be careful. But the person who is taking their time, I feel like you're creating drama with that person because I feel like you have a knowing that that's the direction you need to go in, but you want that person to be like the other person, and they're not, and they won't be, and it's not going to happen like that. But if you stick with that person that's taking their time, that's what your happiness will be. Okay, so moon mastery. It says the law of attraction. So this is what I'm saying to you. A lot of times we're attracted to the bad boy, the intense girl who's always in our face, who we feel wanted and everything. And 9 times out of 10, that's not even the person that we need to be with. And these threes is like crazy. Three. These threes, this is the only one that doesn't have a 3 on it. But the threes is crazy. So I hope you ain't trying to date 3 people, because 2 is a lot to me. But you should be dating until you're married anyway. But there's a lot of threes. But see, they're dancing, they're happy, right? And so I want you to attract positivity in your life. So if one person is not making you feel like that, then kick them to the curb. And then in this one, it says moon memories, the past. And maybe something happened in the past. And so what came to mind as soon as this card came in my hand and I picked it up? Something happened in the past where you let go of somebody good for the same thing that's happening now. It's almost like a second chance type of thing. And it's you and the person on the beach. You was having an amazing time, but I think that you pushed for something that wasn't there. Like the person could have gave you everything you wanted, but you was in a different mindset. It's like you, like I said, wanting the bad boy, but not grown enough to understand that the bad boy is always not the good choice, because they're the ones who's going to be sleeping around, cheating, doing all type of things, stressing you out. Because even being a bad boy doesn't mean that they cheat, but they stress you out in the home and things like that. And maybe that is somebody like you in the past who was a sweetheart, because this is all giving me like sweet, relaxed vibes. And they weren't bad enough. They weren't giving you that spark. They wasn't making you feel vibrant, because they wasn't out like ready to jump and pounce on somebody. So you didn't take it seriously, and now it's coming back now. But instead of it just being you and that person, there's an option, there's a test. There's an option, there's a test. There's an option, there's a test. So with this reading, I want you to think of two things. Are those people here? That was my first question. And remember that there's an option, there's a test. So we're going to keep doing the same things from the past, or we're going to attract something new. We're going to avoid the drama. What we doing? And one may be an excellent, you might not have even slept with the person that's a good person. That's a good person. That's like to their self. You might not have even slept with that person, so you don't even know what they're about in that area, but the bad boy you may have. But I'm getting something like that. You may have slept with both of them, but one of them is not showing you their full potential because they're trying to figure you out. And maybe they've been hurt before and they're like, hell no, I'm not going to give my all because I did that before. It didn't work. But what I'm going to say to you is, there's a test. You have your past and you have your future. Which way do you want to go? You have your past, you have your future. Which way you want to go? Attract your future, avoid the drama, do the work that's going on with you, and put those boundaries up with the bad boy. That's my suggestion to you. But again, it's your life, it's your world. I can't force you to do anything. I could just make suggestions. You know what I'm saying? And we'll win this one. Look, it says day love. Love is on the board. Do you want it or not? And communicate. Talk to the person that is taking their time and letting them know that this is what I'm used to, but you're willing to wait and work through it. Now, that's just suggestions. And it's meant to be. And again, that's a 3. I'm going to end it there. Thank you for tuning to the Moonfire Lounge, where your spirit meets its flame.